Hello, in today's video, my hubby, Chris, if you're not familiar, and I have a Goodwill Outlet Bins haul for you. And also, I have a little vintage shop haul. Here we go. Hello, you all. I hope you're doing well. Chris and I are in a little bit of a different setup right now. We're out in our living room. So this is, well, we call this the family room behind us. And you see some of our Christmas decor. The dogs are amongst us. So if the camera wiggles, it's because they probably knocked the tripod. But Chris and I went to the Goodwill Outlet Bins. So if you're not familiar, the Goodwill Outlet Bins is basically a place where you go and you shop by the pound. It's Goodwill stuff that's either never been on the store shelves, because you can donate directly to the Goodwill Bins here anyway. And so sometimes it's stuff that's never seen the shelves, or it's stuff that came off of the Goodwill store shelves and is now at the bins. If the camera's wiggling, it's Sherman's fault. And then you shop by the pound. Now our Goodwill Outlet Bins have gotten really expensive. Like in other places, I know it's like under $1 a pound. Ours has gotten up to, I think it's $2.49. Did you see?
It might be $2.69.
Oh, it went even higher.
It might be.
And so a lot of you have been asking like, why don't you go anymore? I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm not paying that price. So I did go. I actually went with Kate. If you missed it, I posted a video of our other thrifting adventures from that day. But we did stop at the bins, and I got a few things, but I'm very careful about what I buy because I don't want to spend that much. So I spent about $20 on what I'll show you. What did you spend?
I spent...
Oh, and he spent more probably because you got me some... Go ahead, you tell them.
I can tell the story. So we went on separate occasions. Mm-hmm. I went specifically because I was hunting for Christmas presents for Nicole, which may sound weird, but it's fun. It's kind of a gamble. You might find stuff, you might not. I found a few things which you will not be seeing today because Christmas surprises. Yeah.
And it's a tradition. He's done that for me because I love vintage things, and that's why it's a really great place to get vintage things. So it's like I think this will be the third year?
Second or third.
Yeah.
So I did find some things. I plan on going back still one more time before Christmas to see if I can find anything else. But the other piece that happens for me when I go without Nicole is I don't always know what I'm looking at. So I'm going to show some things that I picked up, not Christmas present related, that I just thought were fun. And so maybe they're cool, maybe they're not, but
I think they're cool.
But we'll show them.
And they're cool vintage things.
Yeah.
So we love vintage. Did I say that? I did. I probably said that already. Okay. And then after that, Chris can go back to what he was doing, and I will show you my little vintage shop haul so he doesn't have to just sit here and feel awkward while I show stuff.
Just sit here?
Yeah.
That's fine.
So, okay. Do you want to go first?
Maybe we'll tag team.
Let's tag team. Let's go back and forth. Okay. So you grab something first and I'll get organized.
I'll go with a little thing first. Okay. This is mini dollhouse furniture. Looked old and cool, and so
I think it's great. And it's from the Ben Franklin, which I think some of you have told me was like a 5 and 10. Have you heard of that? It's a little shop.
I've definitely heard of that.
Out east, we had like H&L Greens, and I think Ben Franklin was similar to that.
Yeah, and some of the things I'll say that I got, despite the fact that it's so expensive per pound, when you find things like this, it's so light that it's really low risk to buy it. So.
Yeah. So I think that's adorable.
And I don't know if there was something in those two little spots there.
There's two little spots missing something. It looks like there might have been something in there, but we don't know. We'll never know. I guess we got to look it up online. Yeah. Okay, cool. I love it. So something that I got, now this is a good time of year to pick up stuff for like Christmas time. So I picked up this, and I actually kept my snowmen back this year, and I'm actually going to put my snowmen out in January. So once I pull my Christmas decor, I'm going to put my snowmen out. This way I can enjoy them more, because here in Minnesota, we do get snow, and it can snow through like April, May. So it always feels a little funny to put your spring decor out too soon, too early, because it's like, actively snowing, or we haven't even had our snowiest month by the time January, February hits and people are taking down their Christmas. So it'll be fun to have snowman stuff so that I can kind of have an in-between season in my decor.
Cool.
All right.
This next one I got, I was inspired because Molly, our daughter, has been doing crocheting. Mm-hmm. And this is not crocheting, but this is a latch hook kit, sealed in package. And just for reference, this looks like it was one of the things that was at a Goodwill store and didn't sell. So they put it on there. And I tell you that because, look, they were trying to sell this for $9.
That's ridiculous.
But it's unopened. It's an owl. And I did latch hook
You did? Kid. Are you going to do it?
No.
I might do it. I might do it.
Because you like owls.
I do love owls.
But I had done some latch hook. I think I may have done like a Darth Vader latch hook as a kid.
Watching Chris do latch hook. Wouldn't that would make a great video.
I don't know. It might be so rare it never comes out. It never happens.
I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's really cute. Okay, and then another thing that I got, I love this. I haven't decided if I'm keeping this or giving it to Maddie. So Maddie is our oldest child, and she has her own apartment, and she's been trying to acquire Christmas decor, and she's into embroidery now. So I might give this to her because I think she might like that. My only concern, and the only reason I wouldn't, is that I'm worried that this red might run onto the white if you go to wash it. So I might have to tell her, like, just use this for decoration. So yeah, so that's why I haven't decided yet what to do with it, but I did think it was really cute. And it looks like, since you're talking about crochet, it looks like someone crocheted the edge. I don't know if you can see that. And then they embroidered the picture. So I thought that was adorable, and it's in really good shape. And it actually doesn't look like it was ever used. So that's why I'm like, is it gonna run and I'll ruin it if I wash it, so.
All right, the next thing I got, there's two of them. They're these pencil sketches. And I'll show you the frame in a second, but I've taken them out of the frame off camera just to save time on camera here. But that's the first one. I like that one because it's got this kind of woodshed barn type look, and Nicole really is a fan of those.
Forward. Go forward.
And go forward more.
Yeah.
That's good. See that better? That one, and then I'll show you the second one, also removed from the frame. And I just got them both because they were kind of a set there. Same artist. Artist's name is down there in the bottom right-hand corner. But the way they charged me for these, the guy was nice. He said, well, let's weigh them and see how much that's going to cost. And it turned out it was cheaper for him to ring it separately as some other category, because the frames that they came in are actually the original frames, I'm guessing, and they're glass. And metal. So that's heavier. And what I thought was cool about it, I'll show you on this one in particular, it's from 1962. And if I can peel this back to show you. On the back...
So we're just going to hold it up like this so you can kind of see what that says.
A stamp back here. It says University of Iowa. I think it's the Department of Architecture.
Yeah.
And so it must have been a student who
Department of Architecture, Iowa State.
Yeah, in 1962, who drew that. And I just thought that was cool. And then he did this other one much later, actually. This one's dated 1975. So maybe the first one he did while he was in school, and the second one he or she did, 13 years later. But just thought those were a fun old thing to preserve.
Cool. I love them.
Yeah.
And I have another sketch that someone did. I like old sketches. So that was a really cool find, Chris. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, and then for me, I'll show you something kind of along those same lines. Not really, but it's an oil. It's like a mini oil painting, and I just love it. And you can see it's Joy Marsh, and yeah, it's really old. You can tell it's got age to it because of the way that it's framed. But I love the birch trees. Birch trees are native to our area. And this says something about the supply company that they bought the like board that they were painting on from a place in Chicago. So I'm guessing it's someone that, was either Chicago or here, somewhere in the Midwest. So I thought that was really pretty, and that will be nice in some of my vignettes, not for seasonal decor.
Nice. All right. This I got just because it was old and it looked cool.
I love the graphics.
This is a board game. It's Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Reach forward.
Game. So I don't know what the objective is yet, but it seems to have pretty much all the pieces that I can tell in here. It's from 1959, and I'll show you the inside. You've got a spinner wheel, and you heard maybe that rattling around. There's some little circular
pieces,
like cylindrical play pieces. There's 4 different colors, but I like these old game boards. I just think they're really cool looking, and I actually had the idea that it might be cool if you found some that you like, that you could find a frame that was the right size and frame it up, because I don't know how often we'd actually play the vintage game, but it's a pretty cool piece of art in a way.
We were trying to think maybe we'll measure it and see if we can find a frame, because we have a few other old game boards, and it'd be fun to have those like hanging downstairs somewhere.
And somebody, some kiddo,
we might be able to get that
colored
off.
on this one, but it might be able to come off magic eraser.
It looks like there's a little crayon on it. Show them the crayon, but we might be able to get that off. If you know of a way to get crayon off of a waxy surface, let us know, because we'll try to get it off, or not, we'll just enjoy it how it is. I picked up this. I'm going to put it the pink elephant. I got it because it's just so weird. And these are the quirky kind of things that people like to buy. So it's basically a Santa. I think it's macrame. And yeah, it's a macrame Santa or a gnome. Not sure. But thought that was funny. And yeah.
What's the hair made out of? The beard hair?
It's all, I think it's just the ends of the macrame, like yarn.
Frayed? Like,
yeah, they like frayed it.
So they do that like by hand?
I think so.
Oh yeah, because it's tied.
Yeah.
And then it's just, they combed it out.
Yeah, I've seen things like this that were like an owl. I've never seen this before though. So I thought that was kind of fun for the time of year that it is. Okay, I'm gonna actually take this moment to insert footage of one of my big finds that's hanging on my wall already. Check it out. Here is the big item I got. It's a painting of a barn. It's beautiful, a barn in a mountainside. I just love it. I think that says Ruth. Can you read that? I don't know. I think that says Ruth. I just think it's gorgeous. I love the frame. The frame matches all the woodwork in my house, which is really nice. Okay, so I absolutely love that painting. It was very much too large for my barn wall, but that's okay. I needed something for the space where it is anyway, so I'm super pleased with that. And I think the guy charged me $3 for that. Like Chris was saying before, there's Sherman, he's visiting. Like Chris was saying, if something seems really heavy, they'll just charge you like a flat rate. And so I thought that was really nice. So I love that painting. Then I'm also gonna show you something else. This is the box. I got 3 of them, but I'm going to insert some footage because I put one together and I'm using it in my decor. These are by Mountain King. Definitely have some age to them. They are made in the USA by the General Foam Plastics Company. So here's the footage of this. Here's what it looks like assembled and hanging on the door in our landing area. So that's our garage door. I just love it. I think it's so pretty. So I might consider putting together another one to use outside, but we'll see. So I found 3 of them. I'm keeping one and we'll probably resell the other 2, although I'm not entirely certain. I might hold on to another one for a year just to make sure, because I really do like it. So, okay, you go ahead with your last thing.
Your last thing. This last thing makes me feel kind of old because unlike the game Casper, which is from 1959, and I could clearly call that vintage, this next thing is vintage, but it's well within my lifetime. So I got this because I'm just a sucker for collectible cards, especially when they're in sheets like this. And I don't know if this is the best way to show them, but I'll hold up the stack first. There was this many, it's like 24 sheets with up to 9 cards in each one. These are Beanie Baby trading cards or collectible cards. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they're kind of, is it embossed? They're kind of raised cards. And then some of them, like Mr. Swirly, the unicorn there, you can see it's got that reflective metallic look to them as well. Swirly is a snail.
It's 2 antennas.
Oh, now I see it. Okay, my bad. It's a snail. Okay, but there's just page after page of somebody's collection. Waddle the penguin, he's pretty cool. He's got that nice icy reflective.
And it was cool because you could see like the person marked what should be in that slot, you know, cheeks or like
here they had Post-its.
Early brown out. So it was like a serious collector. I thought that was really kind of cool.
This one's lenticular here, so you can get that motion there. Series 4 collector's cards. I think these were from the late 90s. I don't know how many cards there were in total, but again, I think I got everything that was there. They're just super, super cool. Jolly the Walrus. He's pretty fun.
It does make you wonder if the person who collected the cards also had the dolls, the stuffed plush to go with them.
Right, and I don't know, do you think they came with plush, or would they
have been sold as just cards? I'm not really sure.
But like I said, I'm just a sucker for these kind of things because I had cards Transformers cards from when I was a kid.
And now I collect Star Trek cards.
And you collect the Star Trek cards from Next Generation.
Really and they're in similar, and it's in a binder.
You can put them in a binder.
Yeah, so we'll probably put those in a binder. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll show you my I think it's the last bins thing, and then we'll send Chris on his way, and I'll show you my vintage store haul. So I did get a little cross-stitch kit. And it's a hedgehog, which I adore. And there's mushrooms. And I'm probably going to turn that color to red because I love Beanie. I love red mushrooms. That's a thing for me. So I will probably change the color. Sorry, Penny. Penny says it's time to be done. So.
Apparently.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing your finds with us, hubby.
Thanks. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right. All right. We'll dismiss Chris, and then I'll get to my vintage shop haul. I just remembered. This bins trip when I went was also a moment to meet a subscriber. Hello to you. You know who you are. And in the bins, I said to Kate, I'm looking for like a mini Nerf football because Hannah would like one for Christmas. And look, it's not Nerf, but it'll work. She just likes to play with them. So I will be giving this to Hannah for Christmas. Thank you, friend, for finding that in the bins for me. Okay. Now we will get on with my vintage shop haul. So I went to the Pink Elephant and bought a few things, which, you know, the Pink Elephant is where I resell things. And I also shop there because I love the store and I love the people. And I was looking for a few things for my Christmas decor. So I got a few things that I want to share. So I bought some hankies to use in my craft room, vintage room, in the display behind me, which hopefully I will get done, and that will be behind me when I do my next haul. So bought some Christmas hankies. They're so pretty. I didn't pay the prices you see. She gave me a deal. But I tried to get ones that were kind of different, but they were so pretty with the bells. And then this one has like a little applique on it. I thought that was really pretty. And a holly leaf is embroidered on the other corner. And then this one has poinsettias, which was really pretty. And this one has bells, which I also thought was different. And they kind of remind me of like tablecloth prints. And then I bought one other that is not Christmas related, but I had to get it, and you'll see why. Well, it's pink. It goes in the vintage room, and it says Betty, which was my mom's name. And, you know, I've named my dress form Betty. So in the springtime, I'll put that on my dress form somewhere, kind of in honor of my mama. And then my favorite thing, oh my gosh. Now I spent a little money on this, but he did give me a deal. I bought this from the owner. Ah, isn't he so cute? Okay, some of you will think he's terrifying, but I think he's adorable. I love him. He's similar to, I have a smaller one. I'll show you. I'll insert a picture or some footage of the two of them where they're sitting. Sorry for the noise. If you hear my doggies, they are drinking water. But this is where I put Mr. Santa. He's so cute. And so just for context, this is the vintage tree. There's Santa. And then up here, I have my other Santa, which was a gift from my friend Tammy. It was from her in-laws. Oh my goodness. Love it so much. So I think he's perfect here. I just love him. I think he's so cute. He's missing his boots. So I'm gonna see if I can find actually a pair of like toddler boots that will fit on his little feet, and that will be easier than making something. I could make something out of felt, but I'd rather not have to. Oh, I just love him so much. Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, I got at a vintage shop when I went out with my friend Tammy. There's a whole vlog about it on my other channel, Nicole Northgarden Home and Garden. But I wanted to show you, I found this gorgeous pitcher, and it glows. I haven't found a piece of uranium glass in a very long time, and I filled it with Christmas balls, and I'll show you where I have this. This is where I put the uranium glass pitcher with the Christmas balls. So this is just our coffee table. You might have seen this on my other channel, but in case you didn't, here it is. I just love it. And I wanted to do something really simple because this year we have 2 doggies and they run around this table and it gets a little crazy in here. So I thought that'll be pretty safe. Yeah, you can see it's not snowy today out there. And eventually I will do a home tour, hopefully. But there's a little of my decor. So that is my uranium glass picture. Okay, so that is it. That is my haul for the day and Chris's haul. Thanks so much to hubby for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this. The next video will be a thrift with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.